everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is I, the Conservative Coin Collector, and this is my ugly sweater. It is Santa riding a bull, last win presents. I found it at my local Marshall's after looking through about 200 shirts, Christmassy and non-Christmassy. This is the one for me. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And for Christmas, I bought myself my co-worker's coin collection. I don't quite remember the backstory that she told me through Facebook Messenger, but she wanted to sell this collection, and I bought it for about $150. And I'll show you why, at the very end, why this collection is worth what it's worth, and the coins that make it worth even more than that. The coin, the very last coin I have for you, is... I'm excited. I'm excited. So, without further ado, I gotta get this sorted and organized, and we can see what I can show you from here. Here, I have, I'm gonna put them in quotes, the less exciting coins. Any day I could buy a coin collection is an exciting day, and my one coworker and friend could potentially be my she could potentially be a good source for new content, because she said her cousin has money from when her dad was in World War II, and there's a lot of paper money, like paper dollars from World War II from Hawaii, which that would be pretty interesting to see if those wind up getting sold, if I wind up getting my hands on them. I'm not going to plan a video on that yet because they're not in my possession. Who knows if they'll even sell or if they'll even become in my possession, but I would be getting notified about it, and it depends on how much she wants for it. Here we have a couple of bicentennial half dollars, all clad, your typical bicentennial half dollar. If you watch Rob Finds Treasure, he just skips right over these because they're not really all that exciting. I have a clad Ike dollar from 1972. Year my mom was born. When my grandma worked at our local Family Dollar, she managed it for years before retiring. She would always find half dollars and Ike dollars. Well, for years, my mom and aunt were born, and they'd get Ike dollars and half dollars and such. Susan B. Anthony dollar from '79. Look at how much smaller it is than it's but it replaced. A bicentennial quarter and a Sacagawea dollar. I've looked through these coins already, and I looked at the Sacagawea dollar under the microscope. The tail is not braided, so it is not a Cheerios dollar. It is just a regular Sacagawea dollar from 2000. There. So nothing really exciting in these coins. Exciting that I got to buy a collection from somebody who wanted to get rid of these coins, and I know she knows they're going to a good home. These aren't leaving my collection for the foreseeable future. Maybe some other clad ones will, I don't know. But for right now, they're never leaving my collection. And I decided to put them in a fancy cream cheese container. It's the name brand stuff. It's Philadelphia chive and onion. I have an off-brand chive and onion cream cheese that's about 12 ounces. The container was 12 ounces. And over here is 7.5 ounces. But this is just a larger container. And the cream cheese would have been good until 15th of March 2024. This was all cleared out because my family, we love cream cheese. Everyone but my sister. She can't stand the substance. I have something more exciting in my pennies. I'll go oldest, youngest to oldest. I even think I'm missing one. If I am, I can just go back later. I was missing a second Indian head. But the newest penny I have is a 1964 young head. Only about an hour from the Canadian border. I see tons of these and other Canadians alike. In fact, chances are, if you go to my local coin store, I can find a Canadian in the reject slot almost every time. I don't get why Coinstar likes to reject Canadians up here, but they don't like Canadians for whatever reason. I have a whole bunch of steel pennies. These pennies are a part of history in that they're the only year pennies are made of steel, in 1943. They were made of steel in the Second World War because copper was rationed. There were copper 1943 pennies, but if you find one of those, they're hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they actually made one out of bronze that's worth a couple of million. So if you ever find one, let me know, and I'll tell you if you struck gold or not. Here is my Indian head. I had two of them. One from 1898, and this one from 1896. Let's move it towards the light a little bit. See if I can get the camera to focus on there. There we go, 1896. When this coin was minted, William McKinley's first term was taking place. When this was minted, it was pre-World War I. A lot of history this coin has seen. If it could talk and tell me about the places it's been, I'm sure it would have a lot of great stories. I have a couple of buffalo nickels that I bought. There's a couple dateless ones, and then one that with a date on it. The dateless ones I could just toss to the side because they're not really all that worth all that much, being they have no date on them. But this one is from 1935. There we go. Now my camera focused on it. A 1935 buffalo nickel. There's a design flaw in the buffalo nickel. The date rubs off faster than any other part of the design ever will. See, no date, and this one doesn't have a date. That's very common. There are millions of dateless buffalo nickels, and you could buy like 100 of them for like $1 because they're not really worth all that much. And if you naked date them to try to get a date, then you really decrease the value of the buffalo nickel. This is an even older nickel, a 1904 V or Liberty Head nickel. All things considering, this is in a great shape. You can see all the stars, the date, Liberty's eyes, nose, and mouth, her braided hair, her crown, and her ear. And on the back, you can see the V and the wreath from the United States of America, and I think the model too. I don't know. United States of America. Yeah, and Gotta Be Trust wasn't on the money yet, that's right. This is actually in very great shape. And next to I have some mercury dimes. A 39 and I think a 45. But think about it. If you were born in the 1930s, how much history you've lived through. War and events and just craziness. The last thing I have for you is what has made my collection worth it. Before I get to the piece de resistance coin, I have the two oldest coins in my collection that I'm going to add two of my all-time favorite dollars, Morgan dollars. And this one from 1887 is in much better shape than this one from 1896. You can see more detail on the face and the hair, and on the back of them. This one from 1887 is actually in very pristine condition. I actually, hold on a second. I have some research to do. I found the second most valuable coin in my collection. A Morgan dollar from 1887 is worth between $34.50 and $95. And looking at this one compared to one in fine condition, it's in pretty fine condition. I'd say this is closer to $95. So this is the second most valuable coin I have in my collection right now. Well, as of buying this, to give an idea how long ago 1887 was, Grover Cleveland was president. Hawaii, Alaska, Arizona, and Utah weren't even states yet. Pretty cool. Now for the piece de resistance coin. This coin here is a 1928 piece dollar. See if I can get my camera to focus. I changed my camera angle because I was getting a crick in my neck from looking down. So this is a 1928 piece dollar. There were a little over 360,000 of these minted. And even in rougher condition like this, these can be over a few $100. This is definitely the rarest and most valuable coin I have in my collection to this date. I'm actually gonna get the two Morgans and this one sleeved up and put somewhere special. And with that being said, I am the Conservative Coin Collector. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, I'm signing off. So long.